What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today is Sunday, which means it's time for Heels Hauls. We're going to take a look at everything I picked up this week, and trust me, it is a hefty load of wrestling figures, that is. And we got the Jazwares Vault, Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole Bebe. And you might be asking yourself, why did you pick this up? Well, with the supposed end to the AEW Jazwares line, I wanted to complete the Jazwares Vault figures, and I know I said this set is one of the worst. I do not think this is very good at all. I didn't think it was worth the money, so I waited until it kind of dropped off, and I got it for a cheap rate. But limited to only 4,000. It was the only Ring of Honor set that I didn't have, and even though I don't really like it, I wanted to complete it. So here it is, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole. I just don't think they did either of these guys justice. No hate to either of them. I just think that they deserved better figures than this. Plus, there's really nothing too special about it. Just them in gray trunks, additional hands, kind of bland. But picked it up, hoping that the Jazwares line isn't over. However, everything I'm hearing and everything I'm seeing and everybody I talk to, it really does seem that way. Also, picked these up. We've got Braun Strowman Frankenstein and Roman Reigns Werewolf right here. Both are awesome. I love the Zombies line, I love the Mutants line, and I really love the Monsters line. Didn't ever get them all because they were 15 bucks, and at the time I thought that was a lot for basics. In retrospect, I think it was fair because they all have so much original tooling. I mean, look at Roman's feet here. The shirt, the hands, the face. I mean, these are pieces that they sculpted just for these figures and never used again. And I'm a big fan of that. So very, very cool. I think we're complete on the Monsters line now. And then I got in Major Stars Series 1. And I got to say, guys, I wanted to check these out and they blew me away. Okay. When you order the whole set, you get one effed up edition, and I got Macho Man, which is pretty cool. You might be asking, what's the difference between this? I talked about it in my unboxing video, but essentially, the paint apps aren't as good. He's a little bit more Cherokee red than tan. The box is more of a matte finish, has this sticker on there, and also the orange on the trunks is more glossy than matte finish on the figure. Honestly, I think they did the right thing by redoing them. Plus, look at the paint apps on the teeth. Trying to get it to focus. And then look at the paint apps on this one. It's kind of all over the place. Plus, he is super red. But Macho Man is obviously my favorite. I think, honestly, this might be the best one in the set. I love the Macho Man, but the matte might be the best in the set because of all the deco hits are so clean and beautiful. The likeness is there. They have all of the wrinkles like above his eyes, his smile lines, everything is there. The Brian Myers is awesome. They're all great. They're all really, really cool. Now, these are $34.99. When you think about it, these are kind of comparable to Funko Pop vinyls, which are now $15 to $20 each, and U2's AEWs, which are $30 each plus shipping. These are actually cheaper than that of a U2's if you try to get them. So I got to say, man, if I'm picking between this and a U2's or even this and a Funko Pop, I'm going to go with these because they have 6 points of articulation as opposed to just 2 points, or I should say 1 point because they just have the head that moves on Funko Pops. So I do think there's a lot going on here. Plus, they're not soft vinyl. These are a plastic. They're pretty solid, pretty heavy, and they feel pretty durable. So they're much more posable. You can tell they're on like a ball joint on the waist as well as the head. The arms, I wish kind of went out instead of just up and down, but I don't really think that these are meant to be collectibles that you pose in very, very unique different ways. I think they're kind of stylized to look very similar in nature throughout as you have them on a shelf. So I do like that. Major Stars, given 2 thumbs up to. I thought these were pretty awesome. Then I picked up some more WWF LJN figures. That are super mint. Had to get Paul Orndorff because it was so clean. We got Greg Valentine, super clean. And then, of course, Tito Santana. You'll notice that my originals definitely needed an upgrade. There's my original Tito from my childhood. This one is perfect. Here is my childhood Greg Valentine. You can see this one is perfect. Plus, mine has some very weird eyes. And Paul Orndorff definitely needed some help here. And yes, the hair color's a little bit different. The eye color's a little bit different, but that's just consistent with LJNs. A lot of times you will notice on the back of an LJN, they have different letters stamped and different numbers stamped. And any time that I've ever gotten ones that have different colors and paints, it's always a different mold label. So either way, I'm happy to upgrade these, and I have a couple more on the way. I figure since this WWE LJN line is coming, I wanted to upgrade the ones I have because I do think a lot of people are going to start to get on these. Also got a ton of WWE Stackdown figures. We'll go down the line. Starting off with Cesaro, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, Triple H, Kane, John Cena, Macho Fran said that this John Cena the face looks more like Donald Trump, so she was calling him Jonald Trump. Here we have The Rock, Wade Barrett, we got Mark Henry, Paul Heyman, the Boogeyman, and then here's CM Punk and R-Truth. Macho Fran saw CM Punk, and she said that he looks like Abraham Lincoln, so she was calling him Abraham Punkin. So we have Abraham Punkin and Jonald Trump, which, gotta say, hats off to you, Macho Fran. That was pretty creative. I got in my KWK Kayfabe Heroes order. Pretty cool. We have Ox Baker, my only Ox Baker figure. He did have a Legends of Professional Wrestling one from FC Toys, but this clearly blows it out of the water. On the left, we have the blue card variant in the red pants, and on the right, we have the yellow card variant in the black pants. In the middle, this is a factory sample. So this is what they made changes from. So you'll notice a couple little things. It might be hard to see it in this lighting, but you'll notice that the red here, his beard, mustache, whatever you want to call it, is more of a gloss to it. And then here it's a little bit more matte finish. Plus, you'll notice on this one, if I can get it to focus, that his white paint on his elbow pads and everything is kind of a little bit see-through and not exactly perfect. Plus, sloppy paint apps around the socks and the laces, and they clean that up in the final versions, which I'm pretty happy with. So good stuff as always from KWK Kayfabe Heroes, one of my favorite retro companies producing right now, and I don't think they get enough love. It might be because of their lineups, right? They're a little bit more deeper cuts, but that's the stuff that I like. So if you're into deeper cuts, definitely check out KWK Kayfabe Heroes. I picked these up from jjfigures.com, to be honest with you, because I have a coupon code there, and they have the fastest shipping, the cheapest shipping, and the cheapest prices of all the indie stores, I got to be honest. And then you add Fig Heel as the coupon code, you get 10% more. So, and there's collector coins that I like to cash in. JJ Figures is the place to be. Then I got from Amazon my Ultimate Edition Coliseum Collection 2-pack of the Ultimate Warrior. How great is this, man? And Warriors had so many different Ultimate Editions, but man, this one is so good. It's probably my favorite because it is reflecting on that WWF LJN figure that he had. And then this one. Dude, how excellent is this? Honky Tonk Man has an Ultimate Edition figure, and it is easily his best figure ever. Don't at me, because my position is not changing on this one, man. I love this Honky Tonk Man, and I truly believe this is the best Coliseum collection that Mattel's ever done. Then I got a nice package from my buddy Matt Cardona, sent over some things for me to check out. Number one, Major Bendy's, his new Major Bendy's is a merch table exclusive, and in my opinion, this is his best one, and I'll show you why. You might have seen me do like a short on YouTube about this, but it is basically an amalgamation of his two previous molds. So his original mold, I'll try and show you, back here has the tongue out, but it's a little bit simplified. Obviously, they have better sculptors now, as you can see. And then his next mold was used for the Deathmatch King, as well as the Indie God back there. And it's much bulkier, muscular, tanner. This one is the best of both worlds in those. I mean, look at the sculpting on the wrist tape, on the knee pads. The paint apps are so much cleaner. The chest hair, I think it looks more like him. I love the colors, the complete, so much going on with this thing. I mean, Matt Cardona's got to be the most toyetic guy on the independents, right? I don't see how he couldn't be. But these are what I'm so excited about. Now, you might have seen my Ghostbusters commercial that I made for Matt. I am such a fan of that. It was very much in tune with the old 90s toy commercials. And I'd like to know if you guys want me to do more of them if you watch it. I'm a fan of them, so I probably am going to do them anyway. But 3 different versions. For starters, we have the Deathmatch Busters right here that has the Nick Gage logo on the back. All the same mold, Cardona on the front. And this one comes with a plain light tube. And then we have the same logo on the back, the Nick Gage, but this is a bloody Cardona with a bloody light tube. And then probably my personal favorite, I said this in my review, we have the PCO version, which has the Deathmatch Busters with the PCO logo and has the Ecto barbed wire bat. Sick. This is incredible, dude. I love this. Now, you got to remember, this is a one-off. Major is not producing Ghostbuster figures of other wrestlers. Matt just kind of grew up on the style as I did and wanted to do something special for his merch table, for his web store. And honestly, I think that this was a very genius way to go about it. Risky because I think a lot of wrestling fans don't want to invest in a line that's only going to have one name. Not saying he won't ever make another figure in this style, but I don't think the intention was to create a line. So, available now at mattcardonashop.com. And honestly, I thought they were pretty well priced. I think they're $27 on there. So, I got all 3. Hopefully, you guys do too. I actually went to Ollie's and bought the new Ecto 1 for $14.99 and used that in the commercial. And they look great. They look great in it. And then, Macho Fran and I went to Walmart, and for the first time in months, we got the new Monday Night War series, the Build-A-Figure Michael Cole. We got Eric Bischoff. Not my favorite Bischoff. We got Taker. This Taker is incredible. I love this Undertaker, and I don't think it's getting nearly enough love. We got Brian Pillman, the loose cannon, another one that's exceptional. Got the Heart Foundation shirt, his vest. I love those like acid wash jeans with all the tears in them. He comes with his crutch and that crazed loose cannon looking head sculpt. And then the Shark returns to the Elite collection. Pretty cool. Additional head, which is awesome. The paint and the beard. This is the standard edition. I was hoping that the other Shark at Walmart was going to be the Chase. It was not, so I'm still on the hunt for that, but I would say it's a pretty solid week of gets. We got so much stuff. Comment below. Let me know your favorite thing I picked up this week and your favorite thing you picked up this week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to heelbooks.com and make sure you join Whatnot at whatheel.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. And if you don't want to purchase these from mattcardonashop.com, he is selling them on his Whatnot. You sign up with my code, you will get $15 off of them. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining me. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE, Mattel, AEW, Jazwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at heelbooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at whatheel.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.